Oh,
So,
completely. Yeah.
yeah.
And so like, if you have can you think of any examples on top of your head where you had a situation where like you had a client where you had to obviously get them out of the hole, but at the same time, you're like, hey, look, if we don't address some of these ongoing issues, you're gonna dig the same hole again. Like we have to really understand how this happened so that you don't do it going forward. Do you have any examples of that?
That's so common
Yeah.
with our cases that there's hundreds of them over the years. I can tell you an instance where um, a client CPA and I ended up collaborating on convincing the client that the business could not survive. It was a horrible situation. Third generation owner of a floral shop. In the 40s and 50s and 60s, gentlemen on their way home from work would stop by the floral shop and pick up flowers for their wife or their mother. And, it was a very traditional kind of thoughtful gift.
Yep.
The society has gotten away from that. And then you add on 1-800-FTD or, 1-800-Flowers, websites, internets, all the grocery stores now sell flowers, right? So times have changed. The
Yep.
business
Oh yeah.
didn't keep up with the changes. And this poor gentleman was just digging his hole deeper and deeper and deeper. And the son got involved, the CPA was involved, we were involved, and we ended up having to have a big conversation with him and said, you can't continue. Your personal assessment from not paying payroll taxes just continues to grow and grow and grow. He was in his late 70s. It was a bad situation. So I worked with the CPA and we came as a united front and kind of walked through the black and white picture of this. And, it was a tough conversation. It was about 2 hours long
Mm.
and he was emotional during it. And he finally agreed, closed the business down, liquidated assets, negotiated a resolution on the personal assessment. And about 6 months after this conversation, he called me and said, I know I made it tough on you all, but I really appreciate you looking out for me, because I know if you all wouldn't have had that conversation, I'd still be sitting here. The debt would be getting bigger. The IRS would probably be trying to move for seizure of the property. It
Oh
was
yeah.
it was a bad situation. So
Yeah, I mean, this is
um,
real life stuff, right? I mean, this is
real
pervasive
life.
stuff. Yeah, and it's big. Yeah, it's huge impact on people's finances, and that's really cool to hear because so like it sounds like you went really kind of above and beyond, and I would say, wow, you really acting as a trusted advisor there because it was, hey, look, there are some issues here, and I want to help you, um, and because you're my customer, I care about you, and it may not
Right.
totally be along the lines of, tax debt, but I know that you've even told me that loyalty is always a huge issue for you. Like you think that that is something that is, maybe not paid attention to, as much as it should be. And for somebody like in your profession, and I know that
Yeah.
you hold it really important to really advocate for that client, to really step on side of them, do whatever you can to help them, to really solve, like you said, the whole problem because the tax debt might be one of the symptoms of kind of a
Mhm.
bigger problem, but I admire the fact that you like to step over if you can, and if they're willing to listen to help and say, "Hey, you know, for a lot of reasons this problem started was because of this, and, there's a lot of other things that are going on that I see that I could help you with." So, do you have
Right.